everyone, I'm Jasmine, and you probably know me as Disney obsessed underscore Poco Mulan, I think it is. I'm not sure. It's a very long username. I've changed it many times. But today I wanted to make a video about my experience buying for other collectors with the Ariel release. So I went to the Disney store on Saturday when it was the Ariel release, but I went for Simba because I'm collecting the Disney Wisdom. If you can see, like, right here, Simba's kind of smudged in there. I'm gonna reorganize this whole room very quickly. I just got too much stuff all at once. Let me just turn this down. So anyways, so I went to the store and I only went for Simba. I was not getting this doll. I was being good, okay? I was controlled. But I had seen all morning waiting for Simba that so many collectors had troubles getting the Ariel doll and getting charged but not getting the actual doll. And I know so many collectors love Little Mermaid and everything. So when in my store, when they were handing out cards for Simba, there were still some Ariel cards left over. Now, Vanessa went very fast. My store had 3. Different story. But the lady who got the 3rd Vanessa card, there was a scalper couple at the front. They both got the Vanessa cards, whatever. But the lady that got this 3rd one did not know who Vanessa was and kept asking and was with a group of 4 ladies. And they were all asking who Vanessa was. And they were like, the human form of Ursula. She was like, who's that? And then they had to bring the dolls out to, like, I was happy because I got to see him. But they had to bring the dolls out and show her who Vanessa was. Like, clearly, I don't know. If you don't know, it's a $200 doll, super rare and collectible. Probably shouldn't get it. So she did give her card away to a girl that I've seen there for many doll releases, and I was super happy about that. But anyway, that was a whole fiasco that I was losing my mind about. But that is not the end of my mind-blowing day. So I get in line up for Simba, and I'm like, if there's any Ariel dolls left over, I'm going to contact some people that I know who have been struggling. So after I got there for Simba, and I bought Simba with a gift card, and I was super happy because I was like, no spending today. I bought Simba, and I saw the dolls. And I was like, okay, if I was a collector, and this was like, if this was a Mulan or the Pocahontas doll, like, I would be super sad. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna message some collectors that I know are missing out. So I messaged someone in Newfoundland who I'd previously messaged about picking up a doll for, and I messaged another fellow Instagrammer. And I was like, hey, they have the doll here. I know you've had problems. I can get it for you. And the guy in Newfoundland was like, yep, get it for me if you can. Like, I don't even worry. I'm not caring about the price. Like, please do that. And I was like, sure, whatever. And I was super scared because, like, this month has been kind of rough with the 2 premiere dolls coming out. I have to get rent paid and everything for next month, and it's kind of just iffy price-wise. So, and then I messaged another collector, and they kind of iffy about it, but I was like, yeah, I can do it. It's going to be pricey, but I'm down to help you out. And they were like, yeah, do it. And I did. I bought $400 worth of Disney dolls, and neither of them were mine. And I was really taking a chance because these people couldn't pay me because Disney had their money and such, and they just couldn't pay me back yet. So I was like, okay. I was terrified. I was shaking for the rest of the day, and I went to work, and I was just stressed my whole shift. I was like, I can't believe I just did that. I don't even like the doll. Like, don't get me wrong, the doll's very nice for people that like the movie and such, and I totally respect and see why. Like, I have it right here, okay? I see the doll. I'm looking at the doll. It's a very nice doll. I'm really into boxes, and it's super nice box. But I'm not a Little Mermaid fan. That might be weird, but I'm not. And so this is the Unwanted Ariel doll, basically. We're getting there. So we're letting it chill. So I get the doll. I go home. I tell my mom I did it. Tell my boyfriend I did it. They both think I'm kind of crazy and insane, but they're like, I'm doing a good thing. I want to help these people out because I know what it's like when you can't get stuff that you want. I live in Canada. US doesn't ship here half the time, and if it does, it's super expensive. So I was like, I'm going to help people. And so I knew at the time that something wasn't going to go right. Nothing ever goes right when I try to do something right. So I woke up this morning at 8 a.m. to receive a message from the fellow Instagrammer saying that asking if I could sell the doll in Canada and saying that they can get it cheaper where they're at, and their friend can give it to them for cheaper, and that I'm such a great friend and everything. And at the time, I really didn't know what to say. I woke up and I get this message, and I'm like, oh my god, I am now stuck with a $200 doll that I don't even like. And I'm like texting some of my friends, and I'm like, what do I do? Like, is it sold out online? Is it sold out in the store? I don't know. And I was really freaking out all day, and it was really scary. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Like, I really thought I was doing a good thing. I thought, like, I'm helping people out, but people don't owe you anything. I did a gesture because I thought I'm helping someone, but they don't have to accept your help per se. And I totally get the whole cheap thing. And at the time, I really struggled with, like, am I mad about this? Do I understand? What do I do? And at the time, I was freaking out, and I just sent whatever came to my head. But thinking about it now and talking with some other people, it did bother me. It does kind of bother me, per se, because I did put that effort in for that person, and I thought it would be much more meaningful if I get the doll versus them trying to find a cheaper price. Like, I went through the effort. I was down to go through the effort to box it and ship it to the US. I was down to do a lot more work into it, and they weren't interested. And I normally would have been okay about it, but they didn't seem that remorseful either. And I had been so stressed. Not only was I stressed the day before about buying it, finding out I bought it and the person didn't want it anymore was a gajillion times more stressful. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but knowing that I'm $200 now in debt, and I have a doll that I don't even like, I have now been $400 from last month with the premier dolls. It was a very, very stressful day for me today. And I just wanted to make a video about it because I just want collectors to know both sides of the story. I want you to know, like, I know some collectors are out here. I don't know if there's many collectors out here, but most of the time I'm down to help people. If I live across the street from a Disney store, so I'm down to buy things for people if they can't get them. Especially, like, in Canada, some provinces like Saskatchewan don't even have Disney stores. So I'm down to help people. I'm down to help collectors who aren't near a Disney store. I'm down to help if I can. I like to help people with collecting because collecting makes me happy, and I'm down to make other people happy. But I want this to be a sign for anyone else that nothing's guaranteed. Nothing. I thought I was doing something good, but that was absolutely crazy. And I have to make that mistake to learn from it. And it's going to be really hard to count on people in the future. So there's that. There's also the side effect of, like, maybe you can find stuff cheaper and better, but it's also about the effort and the person. Like, I read on a doll page, like, it sucks when you buy something for someone and they change their mind. And I don't know how people do it. There's people that buy stuff from, like, Disneyland, Disney World, and, like, Primark and stuff. I don't know how they do it. And, like, because you could easily get ripped off. And, like, I kind of felt ripped off too, because I was like, I did that. I asked you in that moment if you were going to be okay with paying the prices from Canada and such. And in that moment, they said yes. In that moment, they were super thankful. I sent pictures all day and, like, all that stuff. And it kind of just backfired. And I don't, like, I kind of have it against the person, but I'm not that mad because I told them that it was okay. And they did offer to still take it. But at the point that they said that they could take it, they had already said that they could find it cheaper. And I did not want to get to the point where I had boxed it up and gotten it ready to ship. And they'd be like, actually, no. I don't like uncertainty. I want someone who's like, yeah, I'll take this off your hands. Because I don't want it. I don't. So that was my scary day. I didn't like it. And I just wanted people to know that this happens. And because I've never heard of it before, I just thought I would help someone out. And it backfired on me. And I don't want to call names, and I don't want to call anyone out because it was a time, it was an experience, and, like, I've now sold the doll. So that's the story. That's basically it. I bought 2 Ariels. I put them, as soon as the person messaged me, I put them on Facebook Marketplace. I put them on Kijiji. I was going to list on eBay, but it's very confusing. And I was just like, guys, I'm not going to try and up the price on this. I just don't want it. So take it for retail value. I don't want it. And a friend, the guy who I am selling the other one to, he got his friend in contact with me, and I'm now selling it to a guy who lives in India. and I'm selling it to someone who lives in Newfoundland. And the guy in Newfoundland is super nice and has been super friendly and putting up with my terrible response times. Because at the same time of getting all these dolls and everything, I'm also working part-time and I'm going to school. And I have like essays due this week, and I had to work today and yesterday, and I'm also trying to get rid of these dolls. And it's a very stressful time. So with that, I am going to make a Simba post at some point. I don't know when. His main's kind of iffy, but I'm going to post it. It's going to be good. I might make more videos about my experience with collecting, because I have a lot. Being the age that I am, I've experienced a lot of stuff with collecting. I've been to so many sketchy places to pick stuff up that I feel like I should tell the stories of, because like last night I went to one of the most unsafest places in my city to get a Disney poster, and that's whack. So I think I'm gonna make more videos and share my thoughts and experiences with collecting, and if you want to see more, let me know. But yeah, that was just my thoughts of the day.